Hello, everyone. Jesse, I didn't tell you that I was gonna start, did I? Did you? What did you think was gonna happen there?
I prepared not to be terrible, but you were there for me.
Okay.
You made it
God damn it. Sorry. This cat is just hurting me nonstop right in the legs. Jesse, take the show over. I'm being attacked by a cat.
Oh.
Hope you guys saw what just happened. There was a cat that went out of frame on Dodger's screen and went directly into JP's screen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh.
My cat is
Some
my mic
dimensional
arm,
shit
so
going
it's
on
all
here.
good.
Yeah.
I missed that. I'll have to watch it in the VOD. Hi, everyone. Welcome to an all-new holiday event. One that, I just want to say for the record, is made brighter by the fact that Adam and I chose to wear black to this affair.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if there was a dress code this year because I was on Christmas with Cox last year, and it was a demand that we all wear Christmas sweaters. So I was like, well, I don't know if I'm supposed to wear a Christmas sweater again. I'm just gonna.
And you made the right choice.
Because I wasn't sure, but I'm like, this is like the only Christmassy thing I own that's kind of casual, and also I didn't have a dwarf costume.
It's lovely.
It's
lovely.
Oh, you have Carl?
Okay.
I have Chewbacca.
Yeah, Elspeth, yours is lovely.
See? Chewbacca.
Nice. I like it.
Both great. Anyway, hi, everyone.
Hello.
This year, I didn't make the stipulation that everyone had to wear a Christmas-themed thing, mostly because this is less about Christmas and more about the spirit, is what it's about.
The spirit of Christmas, or just the spirit?
Like
the Holy Trinity, like the spirit, the Father and...
You know, I would have worn my Christmas outfit, but it's really hard to stream and talk with the mic with the goat helmet on, and being covered in blood gets old really fast.
Yeah.
And like terms of service, you know? Yeah. I didn't feel like just being soaked in blood for the whole 4 hours. So
it's true.
And I get it. Yeah. So
good old Krampus garland in the background.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Right, I don't think I'd be allowed on Twitch with a big bag full of like severed limbs to hand out to all the bad boys and girls. Yeah,
a big bag of children. I got a big bag of kids back there. Adam Koebel, 2018.
Finger slicing shears at the ready. Yeah, no, it's the whole thing.
Finger slicing shears, specific.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Want to welcome everyone. I wanted to welk everyone. I guess that's what I just said.
What is welking? Is that a Christmas tradition?
Don't ask.
Over there. Krampus, no. I wanted to welcome everyone, especially those in chat. As you know, we like to celebrate around here with friends and family and really get into the spirit and take some time to appreciate what's best about coming together on Twitch and getting to do fun things like this. So, last year, for example, we played ourselves in a delightful game. But this year, I want to do something different. I want to take us to a magical world, mostly because Adam wanted Dungeon World. So we're doing Dungeon World.
Yeah, totally. It was me. Wow. It was me. I was like, you know what? Let's just... In the spirit of Christmas, buy my fucking game, you plebs. Merry Christmas. Give me your money, you little assholes. www.dungeon-world.com. Buy my game. Go do it now. Thanks for coming, everybody.
I remember that conversation happening. Yeah.
I was there for that. It was great. No, we're doing something different. We're trying to do something different. And so we're diving into the craziness that is a truly epic story, one that I've crafted, that I even wrote an intro for. Would you like to hear that intro now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems usually at the start of the show. It'd be good.
Sure, of course. Yeah. Before we begin, giant special thanks to Blue Sword Games, Party of Two, and Neutral Party for the excellent maps you'll see today. Let's begin. Don't laugh. This is serious. This is serious role.
Sorry. I just expected you to continuously shout out sponsorships until the intro was over.
I mean, spirit of Christmas. Spirit of Christmas.
Yeah. In the spirit of Christmas.
In the spirit of Christmas, Coca-Cola and their beautiful bear and Santa mascot, Coke. They gave me a fridge once. Long ago. Long before the world we know existed, there was a realm of magic and fantasy, where elves and man lived side by side, where dwarves dug deep into the earth, and halflings frolicked in fields of green. This was Kregas, the land between the snow-covered northern mountains of the trolls and the dark web-covered jungles of the south. It was here that civilization prospered. It was here that on the western coast of Kregas, there were purple wizards who founded a shining citadel on what would become known as the Purple Isles. Trained from a young age, these wizards, sorcerers, alchemists, and all imaginable types of great thinkers would school, live, and eventually work to better the land. One such wizard was Klaus Atnus, a man with a kind, sweet, giving soul. He gained notoriety for his works with children, for over the course of his incredibly long life, he began traveling the realm of Kregas, delivering gifts to the children of the world on one day of the year. They were good and kind to others. He would give them something wonderful. Eventually, the tradition caught on, and normal, everyday denizens of the realm began gifting to each other. Overjoyed by this, Klaus began gifting extravagant lockets, rings, and other golden trinkets to the adults, who proved themselves to be good and just in the previous year. But one year, the gifts never came. In fact, all world from the Purple Isles fell silent. When a small contingent of the most just and kind knights of the realm offered to investigate, they too were never heard from again. Since that day 1 year ago, many individuals and bands of explorers have attempted to ascertain the fate of the Purple Isles. But out of all the attempts, no one ever returned. Until one day. Though it had been months since any brave soul dared to travel to the Isles, one man began telling stories of how he had and how he had survived. He spoke of vast wealth and stores of gifts that were never delivered. He spoke of corpses of the thousands who had tried to reach the island. He spoke of the terrible horrors that now covered the land there. The towers of sorcery were gone. All that remained was the legend and the gold. But for some, that wasn't enough. They had been good all year, and they wanted their gift, one way or another. So you players, headed to the town of Takwachit, a port city, the largest in the West, and one of the few places a person might still book passage to the Lost Isles. Its crystal clear blue waters lap against canals running alongside cobblestone streets. Its houses built in many sizes and shapes, reflecting the many cultures and peoples that call it home. Here, all the races of the world live side by side in relative harmony, much less so since the good stopped paying off all that well. It's here our journey begins, the last known location of the mysterious man who survived his trip to the Isles. Through the hustle and bustle of the street traffic, a small halfling dodges under legs and carriages. His name, Rangifer Tyrandus.
Oh, yeah,
Rangifer, would you describe yourself to us?
Oh, sure, I'd love to. Don't worry about it. I'll go first. Don't anybody else. Just you all sit down and enjoy your nog here. So, I'm Rangifer Tyrandus. I'm about 4'2", weigh about 184 pounds. Yeah, I'm a dense little boy, and I'm joyful to be here. I've come down from the frozen north. It's real cold up there. Big troll problem. But I heard about the treasure, and I thought I'd come and get it and give it away to all little boys and girls up north. On account of the troll problems taking away their holidays.
And why did you decide to venture to this city? Was there a reason for that?
You know, I thought I was going to Chicago, but I got turned around on the turnpike there, and I ended up here. So, yeah, you know, I figured this is as good a place as any.
So you get lost very easily? Is that what you're saying?
You know, this civilization business, it's not right to me. I get confused easy by these buildings and what have you. I need the wide open spaces to be able to tell where anything is.
I understand. Is there any place that you want to particularly visit while you're here? Is there any place you're looking to see? Why like where are you headed to now that you're in the city?
Well, you know, a good adventurer needs to get together with his friends. So I was hoping to get my allies here together, and we were going to go to those Purple Islands. But I figured I'd let everybody else decide what to do. I'm just supportive of everybody else's plan. I just want to keep everybody out of trouble.
Okay, well, Rangifer, as you walk through the city looking for your friends, you hear a faint song in the distance, a jolly tune that you recognize as someone you've met before in the past. Will you roll for me, Rangifer? Our very first roll.
I'd love to.
Will you give me a one RD4 and one RD3, please?
Okay. All right. Let's see here. There we go. I got a 2 on my my D4, and on my D3 there I got a 3, a 2 and a 3.
Excellent. Okay. The person you see before you in the distance is someone you recognize with a sprite voice and just the most beautiful singing ability you've ever heard. It is, of course, your dear friend Carol, who you know as having this is my favorite role. As having fought in defense of your lands and having won your respect.
Oh yeah.
And
I sure did.
You recognize Carol, who is standing on a street corner singing. Carol, what are you singing? Can you tell us about yourself?
Well, I am singing a little song that I made up myself about the snow and how great the snow is and how white and beautiful it is. And it's, it's one of my favorites. I don't really want to, take up too much of your time, but it's just such a good song. And I sing it every year. And
can you give us some of that song?
Oh, the snow. Oh, it's so beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, the snow. Oh, the snow. So beautiful. Beautiful. Little thing I came up with.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Now, why have you come here, Carol? Why are you in this town?
Well, it wasn't entirely about me. Of course, I would be lying if I said it wasn't about me. But it's also just, there are just so many children in our family, and my sweet husband, and just all of them were expecting gifts. And I just think that it's unfair that they're not getting anything. So I thought I would just come out here and see what's going on, I thought this is my opportunity to really give back to my family to figure out what happened to all of the stuff that's out here, Yeah.
Sure. Of course. You notice in the distance your old friend Rangifer.
You probably spot me through the crowd because I have horns. I have little moose horns up on top of my head, despite being a halfling, and you can see them bobbing up and down through the crowd because I'm quite short. So, right.
Oh my gosh! I haven't. Look at the little. I like reach out and like touch them. Look at how are you?
Oh, look at it. It's Carol. How are you doing? There's quite a crowd you got here, my dear. Hey, everybody. Yeah, sorry to interrupt the show. Just, this is my old friend Carol. Carol here. You may not know because of...
she's, my God.
She's got the voice of an angel, but she's got the sword arm of a barbarian.
Stop.
I remember... Well, the trolls, they were trying to take over the hockey rink back there. They'd already knocked the Zamboni right over on its side. And Carol here, she just jumped in and saved the day. Well, we'll never forget it. We won the cup that year because of you. Well, what are you doing down here so far south?
Oh, I'm honestly just trying to figure out what's going on with, with the stuff. Like, what is going on with that? Why are you here?
Oh, well, the same, the wife and kids there,
I love these. Did you have these before? I love them.
They was born with them there. You remember from the last time. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, I don't want to tear you away from your little situation here, but would you like to go and get a drink? There's a little bar just around the corner. It's got a fine spiced wine, and I had some for breakfast, but I could always go back for seconds if you don't mind. It'd be lovely to get caught up.
I would love that. I would love that.
So I'm gonna turn to the crowd and I'm like, well, thank you, everybody. The queen of singing will be back in just a little bit. A couple old friends are gonna go and get reacquainted. And I like give you, I offer my arm to be like, let's go.
Oh my gosh, I take it.
Some small children run up to you with various scraps of paper and quills and try to get Carol to sign her name for them.
Me? Are you sure? Me?
They like nod. Oh, yes. They're all different races and species of kids, and they all have little scraps, and they're running up to you.
How cute are you? Oh my gosh! I sign them.
Yeah, as you sign them, you notice that the kids are then trading the scraps with each other and giving each other little gifts. And they're just all hugging each other, and that's how they're celebrating their holiday this year. There are no gifts for anyone.
I turn to Rangifer.
Well, would you look at that? My little oversized heart is as warm as a casserole.
How precious are they? Not just because it's my signature, but like how precious.
Carol, will you do me a solid and roll for me?
Yes.
You're like, do an intelligence check for me.
Defy danger with your intelligence. How smart are you? Are you very smart? What's your stats?
Yeah, I just want to see.
It's all right. Do I click the int to do an intelligence roll?
Yes. Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah.
Oh, so luckily for you, you notice that behind you, you feel something sort of nudge up against your bottom. And when you turn around, you see several of the small children are trying to pick your pocket.
I swat at them.
They scurry off like, and they run off away.
You're lucky I didn't have my sword. My sword.
She's right.
My sword.
She's right.
You're lucky I didn't have my sword. I sing after
all
them.
the kids that were once interested in you now dejectedly walk away and leave your pieces of paper signed on the ground.
Rangifer, we have got to do something about this world.
Well, you know what they say. The darkness of the end times is certainly nigh. But till then, how about that spiced wine, huh?
You always know just what to say.
So the two of you head off to the local bar. It is a pub known as the Flagon Wagon. And inside, sitting at the bar, you notice a small dwarf pounding.
Like small for a dwarf, or just like
small
for a dwarf person who
small.
Okay,
for a dwarf.
right, good, good, fantastic.
Pounding 2 flagons of mead, just one after the other. And Carol, will you please roll for me an RD4?
Yeah.
Actually, an RD6 for you would be lovely.
It's a D6.
Yeah, just 1D6.
Okay. I definitely typed RD6, and I was like, I don't know what this does, and it didn't do anything.
Yarr.
Two.
Okay. Wow, this is you lucked out. You lucked out on this one. You recognize this dwarf at the bar. It is a dwarf that you know, a dwarf that you've worked with in the past that Ranterfer does not know, but you've been looking for this dwarf because this dwarf helped you make some important contacts and you owe them. Sitting at the bar is your good friend, one of the best people you've ever known in your life, Henrietta Hagenstein. But she doesn't seem to notice you.
I run up behind her and squeeze the life out of her.
Wow, PvP already.
Do you mind telling me who's behind me?
I finally let go. How are you? It has been so long. Look at you.
Get over here. Come here, you. And she picks her up. She just lifts her. Ribros
amazing.
Completely lifts Carol.
Great.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. You do. You definitely lift
my little feet.
I can see you bit. Oh, have you been eating well? I can tell. I can tell.
You know I always do.
She sets her down. Give us a song. Give us a song.
Oh my gosh. Rib roast. Rib roast, rib roast, my sweet darling. Could I buy you a flagon of mead? Please,
Yes,
please, please.
Unfortunately, let me tell you, it's like rainwater here. I don't think they know how to make. Does he know how to make meat? He doesn't. He doesn't. Don't listen to him.
Well, that just means you're gonna have to get a bunch of them. Am I right?
Just gonna have to keep drinking for it to have any effect at all. Who's this? Is this your friend?
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. Yes, this is Rangifer, as he likes to be called. Isn't he cute? This is a lovely, lovely person. Please meet another lovely, lovely person.
Hello. How are you?
Well, you know, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. This bar is a bit bigger than I remember. There's a lot of people in here.
You know, you just have to stand tall and pretend that you're larger than you actually are. Right? Am I right?
Well,
and she gestures to like the giant next to her or something. Am I right?
I look around and I'm like, well, tallness is not one of my main attributes, as you can see. But you two just enjoy your drinks. I'll be over here. Don't mind me.
Well, how about some nog? You're a nog man. I can tell you're a nog man.
I think I'll pass on this one.
How about an arm wrestle?
So I'm like hiding behind Carol now. Like I've kind of just like stepped behind her.
I am just loving this. I love it when friends meet friends, don't you?
So the barkeep brings over 5, then 6, then 7 giant flagons of mead and puts them down in front of the 3 of you. What do? Do you drink those? Do you split them? How do you handle this?
Wait, 3?
There's 7 flagons of mead between the 3 of you.
That's a lot.
There's 7?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
You said you wanted more.
Rib roast grabs 4 with 2 hands.
You can write 2 in each hand.
We're gonna need more. Gonna need more than just this. Why? 7? You sure you don't want any ranger fur?
Well, you know, I don't want to be rude, but I just and I like pat my belt, and I'm like, I'm a little short. That's a halfling joke there, but also I'm poor. I don't have any coin. It's part of why I'm in the city, actually. Looking for gainful employment. It's a little hard to do.
Has none of this and grabs him and pulls him over to the bar. Barkeep, what right here? It's on me. It's on me. You owe me.
Well, if you insist.
As the 3 of you yell at the barkeep.
Right here.
Yeah, the barkeep is just trying to keep up with your demands. That is a terrifying image that I'm froze on.
The Christmas spirit.
I like it. I like it. Don't change it.
I mean, I don't know what to do. I'm frozen.
I don't know.
What a cursed image.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a cursed image. Well, I'm frozen. That's terrible. Anyway, leave it. Leave it there.
The ghost of Christmas past. Exactly. Chat's
you don't need to see me anyway. Just be terrified. So, God, I can't look at it. I want to put the black screen of my. There we go. Okay.
Just cover it with your hand. It's fine.
So as the 3 of you make these crazy demands at the bartender, and he's trying to comply, and he keeps running around trying to get as much alcohol for you as possible, you hear sort of like a, and you turn around behind you, and you see a very, very unhappy bear. And standing next to this unhappy bear is someone you recognize, Rib Roast. Someone that you know. I need you to roll me an RD4, please.
Okay. Oh, I don't think I'm doing this right. How do I roll that again?
/roll
wait,
space
I
D4.
got it.
You got it.
Roll space
I think.
Okay.
Look at
2.
these cute images, by the way.
I know.
You recognize the person standing before you as Bernie.
Let's just get a good look at. Let's get a look at little crazy pants here.
You recognize Bernie here as someone who saw you kill someone important.
Are we friends?
But hold on. Bernie, the reason why you've approached this group is because you recognize Rangifer. I need you to roll me an RD4.
Oh boy, here we fucking
4.
They were.
This is great. I'm excited. I'm so excited for whatever about. I'm just staring at your fucking weird camera, and I'm excited here.
They were once your enemy, but you've reconciled since.
Great.
Oh.
Yeah. So you recognize before you, Bernie, this group. Will you describe yourself to us? What do you do when you see them sort of laughing it up and yelling at the barkeep?
I think I just immediately run up to Rangifer. There's not even hesitation. The door opens. I see Rangifer, and I just run up to him and like put a knife right to his throat. So you just see a grizzled man with unkept hair, scraggly beard, only a piece of like I guess would be wool tied around his waist, and very loose clothing. He's not wearing pants. He's got some shoes that are highly worn down. Toes are sticking out. And he just runs straight up to Rangifer and puts a knife at his neck.
Everything in the bar goes silent. Everyone turns.
Whoa, hey there. Whoa, boy, that's a sharp knife you got there, buddy. Hey, whoa, boy. Well, hey, it's good to see you. And I look over at Carol and Rimbros boy.
Yeah, the second that I realize what's going on, I take the like bow from my violin, and I put it up to his neck. I put it up to Bernie's neck. Like it's also.
Yeah, I stick my neck up. I still keep the sword. Do you do anything, Rib Roast?
Yeah, Rib Roast chugs some more mead, just like gulps one down and slams it on the bar and goes, ah, and then charges you.
Yeah, Bernie, what do you do? Do you try to defend yourself from this?
I mean, you're going to let me get an action in before I get charged?
Of course, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I will attempt to just dodge it and keep the sword at or the knife at Rangifer's neck.
Okay, I'm gonna need you both, if you would be so kind, to like give me some sort of dexterity. I'm gonna need you, Bernie, to roll dex for me, and I'm gonna need let's see.
Can I roll defend with dex? Does that work? Oh, no, that rolls with con.
Yeah, defend is con.
Now this is he's dodging, so he's not like.
Well, so it sort of depends. Like Rib Roast, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to just like get him away from me, or are you trying to fight him?
Just like tackle him.
Yeah.
So just like kind of go in forearm first and just.
Well, here's what I'll do. Instead of dodging, I'll try to just like fight against the spear, basically, that Rib Roast is trying to do to knock me down on the ground. So I'll just try to hold my ground.
This will be a defend then.
Yeah, so it fits the defend. Great.
Sure. And then for you, Rib Roast, this is going to be a...
and I fell.
This is going to be a hack and slash attack.
Yeah, that makes sense, because then instead of the damage, or in addition to the damage, it's like you're knocking him down. Yeah, makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you just knock him straight to the ground, and his dagger sort of flies out of his hand. And Bernie, you look up, and there is a just dwarf on top of you, a drunken dwarf.
She's the most beautiful dwarf you've ever seen.
Here's the thing, Bernie.
Yeah.
It took some sense getting knocked into you. You recognize Rib Roast. I need you to roll an RD4 for me.
Shit. Bernie recognizes everyone.
Yeah, Bernie has been around. 2, here's the crazy thing. You recognize Rib Roast, and Rib Roast once helped you take down a great beast, and someone you know and love paid for it dearly.
Oh, no. This is good or bad?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll let you. So what happened? Can you describe? You took down a great beast. What happened? The two of you worked together on a thing. Bernie, who got hurt because of it?
My Nana. My Nana's dead.
No.
Oh God! How did that happen? How did your Nana die because of the beast getting killed?
We were. I mean, El, you can help me here. How did my Nana died? Elspeth, how'd she die?
I mean, it sounds to me like your Nana was like a werebeast, and you didn't realize until after the beast was killed that it was your Nana. That like your were-grandma was rampaging.
I killed it. Yeah, she once helped me take down a great beast and killed my Nana, who was the beast.
She was the huntsman.
Maybe you didn't realize that she was the beast, and you have like this grudge against everyone, and for some reason still hate wild animals.
Yeah,
you're becoming a wild animal.
I'm into it.
Absolutely.
Okay. You said she knocked the dagger from my hand?
Mm-hmm. The dagger was knocked from hand, but a giant paw is placed on top of the dagger, and the camera pans up to reveal a big white bear. Who is this? Who is this bear with you, Bernie?
Rib Roast would recognize it. I think Rangifer as well. It's Big C, my animal companion, the polar bear.
The bartender looks at the two of you and is like, "No bears allowed," and points to the door.
Well, where's that accent from? You from? Where'd
it's from?
I recognize that one. You're from.
It's from the city that you guys are in, Taquachit. It's a Taquachitian accent.
It's a Taquachitian
right. Well, of course. It's oh boy, that's a good one.
And he points to the door.
Is it Dutch or I don't? Okay.
No beers allowed. He points to the door. He keeps saying it over and over again.
What are you saying over there?
I didn't. I didn't hear you there. Could you tell me what's so sorry?
What's the bartender saying?
Say something about we got to get the bear.
We got to get the beers out of here.
I don't know.
Well, y'all get rid of your beers. Get off me, rib roast. Get off me. Jesus. Ranger Fry, I see you too.
My new friend over here.
Yeah, we ain't friends. I still remember what you did to my nana.
That is true. You did try to do that.
Two giant ogres approach the group, and they have stenciled on their chests Bouncer with a Z, and they walk over to you, and they're like, "The butt says you gotta go," and the other one's like, "Yeah," and they start like just body pushing you towards the door.
Pushing me?
Whoop, sorry. Whoop, sorry about that. Sorry. Okay.
They're pushing me?
What do you try to do? Yeah, what do you try to do? All of you are trying to just body push you.
Oh.
They're just like jostling you to the front.
Ribrose has her heels like dug into the floor, like, I'm not going. I haven't had my 6 points yet. And she's like trying to like just slowly sliding out of the main entrance.
Will you roll for me a defy danger roll?
Oh my.
Where is that?
Yeah, how do you roll that?
On your character sheet, it's down in your moves.
Right. Which stat should I pick for that?
I mean, I'm gonna let you like decide what you want there. I feel like strength because you're like standing up to them, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. They look down at you and just are very confused by what you're trying to do. They don't quite get it. Their boss said you need to go, and there you are trying to defy them. So one of them attempts to punch you right in the gut. Will you roll a defend for me?
Yes, I will.
So this ogre just like pops you right in the gut, and the Ribrose just tumbles out of the door to the pub, and the three of you watch this dwarf just sort of like stumble outside as the ogres are like moving towards you. Can't see me doing it, obviously, but they're just like moving and pushing you guys out. You're out on the street now. Yeah. Do you want to do something?
I want to give them a talking to. I can't believe they would do that. That was unacceptable behavior. Oh, wait, my bow's out. Wait, I take my violin out, and I'm fucking...
Like the devil went down to Georgia all of a sudden?
Yeah, I'm like... You know, like in a music score, like on a movie, when it's just like... Ah! I'm like going to town. I was like, that was absolutely unacceptable, and you should not be allowed to work here, and I can't believe that they allowed you to stay here. I like go really ham.
You tell him, Carol. Ribro stands up and shouts at the ogres, you tell Kevin that I skinned all them dogs for him, and I want my fair share. And just spit on him.
I look at you slightly horrified, but still.
Yeah,
I want
the group of you end up on the street, and all of your belongings are sort of scattered about. These ogres have pushed you outside. Nothing's really hurt but your pride. And you're all outside the bar, and amongst the things on the ground, you guys have each of you has a just like something on you, something about you, something that you have been carrying with you that you're going to take on this adventure with you. And I want you, it's going to be like a knick-knack of sort, like a knack that you have. Or yes, something that is with you, right? I want you to just RD 100 for me, each of you. We'll go one at a time. We'll start with Rangifer. Rangifer, what do you have? What do you have on you right now? Something that fell out of your pocket. This can go a lot of ways. Something that fell out of your pocket.
I hate that we can't see his face.
I just imagine.
I hate that we can't see his face too.
Yeah, I'm imagining this face laughing like this.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Rangifer.
Yeah.
Out of your pocket. Well, with you, I guess you brought it with you, is a trained wolf.
Oh, there he goes. He's a miniature. He's just a little guy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Like a little puppy falls out of Richard's
tiny boy.
Yeah, a little tiny puppy. A trained wolf. A little puppy falls out of Richard's pocket.
Oh boy. Oh, Gordy. Gordy, come here, buddy. And I like reach down and pick him up. I'm like, oh, it's okay, Gordy.
I told you to let that thing loose, Ranger Fur.
What a precious boy.
That thing needs to be in the wild range.
Looks a bit appetizing.
And I'm holding him, and I look at Carol. I'm like, now, Carol, this little puppy right here, this is my boy Gordy Howell. I'd like you to meet. And I hold the dog out, and I'm just like, it's my dog.
Yeah. Should be given names. All right, that the animal's doesn't deserve it.
I like set the dog in like a big scarf that I'm wearing. Just like,
yeah, I've been training him. He runs around the rink picking up pucks when they go out of bounds. You know, I took a shine to the little guy, and I just can't bid him farewell. You know, so I thought maybe I'd bring him along on this adventure. Yeah,
you always were just so patient and so sweet, and it does not surprise me one bit that you were able to connect with an animal in that way, because that's just who you are. You know, you're just a sweet person. And you're on trees.
Carol, as you play with Gordy, Gordy hops out of your scarf, your neckerchief, and runs over and picks up the thing that you've been carrying with you. I need you to RD 100 for me.
44.
Yeah. Oh God.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna let you describe what this actually is, but Gordy pops out, and in Gordy's mouth is criminal connections. What does that look like?
Hey, Gordy, you drop that organized crime right now. You put that down, or I swear by Saint Gretzky, I'm gonna give you what for. Oh, I'm sorry, Carol. He's not usually like this, picking up conceptual objects like that. He knows better than to leave him alone. That's not a real thing. You can't put that in your mouth, boy. Put it down.
Yeah. What is the criminal? What is the item that signifies your criminal connections? What does Gordy have in his mouth?
He found a piece of paper that is a strongly worded letter from someone accusing me of stealing a song, of like claiming that
plagiarism,
somebody else's song is my plagiarism.
Yeah,
is this a tiny little note as well, since it's in a tiny little wolf?
It's rolled up, so it looked small, but once he like rips it open and it unrolls, it's actually a very long.
The lyrics to like Scatman or something? Is that what it is?
The Bard version.
Yeah.
Rip Roast, you see the scene unfolding in front of you, and Carol trying her hardest to pull this note out from the dog's mouth.
You silly. Go ahead
and you take this time. You take this time to reach for the item that you brought with you. Please RD 100 for me.
You got it. I hope I'm doing this right. 81.
The item that you have. Come on!
I like to think there's lots of really normal stuff.
Yeah, there's plenty of normal. There are plenty of normal things here. Right. The knack that you brought with you is a special destiny.
Sure. Yeah.
Can you describe what does that look like? What is your special, like, what is the item that signifies your special destiny?
Ribro stands up, and the clouds part, and the light shines down.
Perfect.
And she slowly stands up in it. I've been called from a higher power. Don't know about strange women taking letters out of dogs' mouths. Carol, but I need you to know right now that I brought my special jump rope just for this occasion. and I'm going to use it to jump just for you. Are you ready?
I'm gonna cry. Do it.
I was sent this from the Evans. This is what I'm meant to do in this very special moment. And then she starts hopping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she's just jumping rope.
She can go forever. She's got a gift.
I mean, it's possible she can go forever. I'm gonna need you to roll for me your signature weapon and dexterity, please.
My signature weapon.
Can we do that? Can you use signature weapon with dexterity?
Well, so, I mean, signature weapon's not like a move that you roll, but you can defy danger with your dex. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to think of like if this is gonna be her signature weapon from now on is a jump rope.
Yeah.
I would love to, but okay, yeah. Defy danger for me with dexterity.
Yeah.
Dexterity. Just rolling dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, no. You attempt to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you fall flat on your face in front of all these friends and the small children who have gathered around to see what's happened, and they all begin to laugh at you.
Hey, now don't laugh at her. Did that look like it hurt? She might have a broken nose or something. Is there an ambulance around here? What's the healthcare situation in this country?
It's okay. That was meant to happen. I'm practicing. I'm getting better. And then she starts crying.
Rip roast. You know what I've always found
puppy tears
to be incredible about you is
what's that, Carol?
You just don't give up. Even now, I know that I will see a day when you jump again. You know? And that is a skill that not everyone has. And you need to be proud of yourself that every time you fall down, you get right back up and jump again, don't you?
I do.
You do. So
She
don't let this get you down.
Flicks a bunch of snot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I won't. I'll do this just for you, Carol. Rangerford, don't worry. My nose is broken in several places. It's okay. And she attempts jumping rope again.
Okay.
So, Bernie, as you see Rib Roast fail in a dramatic fashion, you take this time to pick up the thing that of yours that ended up on the ground.
Yeah.
Please roll for me that RD100. Let's see if we can actually get a real item.
96.
I can't.
We all went up.
I don't think it's a tangible item.
It's not a tangible item. No. I tried to set this up so you find items, but you only found yourselves, I think, is what we learned here.
We found character development, really.
Yeah. The one thing Bernie found, he reached down to pick up something, but there was nothing there. As you stare at your hand, Bernie, you realize that the thing you found is utter unremarkableness.
You stare at it in your hands.
I think I don't even know where to take that. Maybe I'm just staring at the group and I'm just thinking this is
Yeah. You're staring at the group and you realize you brought nothing with you. You have no special jump rope from God. You have no secret underground connection. You have no puppy. You have nothing but the clothes you're wearing.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what happens. Like, I'm watching the group grab all these things one by one, and I get up closer to Rangifer and try to like stealth my way over there, unbeknownst to Carol and Rib Roast. And hey, Rangifer, give me something cool. You guys all got cool stuff. I need something cool.
I look over at you and I'm like, what are you talking about? You got the coolest thing of all. You got friendship there, bud.
No. I can't hold friendship. I need like a.
Oh, come here. I don't think that's true. And I give you a big hug.
No. Oh. My arms are just like at my side.
It's like hugging a Christmas ham. I smell like cloves. I'm a little bit slippery. Come here, you. Come here. I just give him a big old hug.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Do you have like a shiny stone or something, Ranchfo? These city folk, they need the objects. That's how I'm gonna fit in here.
I'm still hugging your legs. I'm just like, oh, don't you worry about that. We're gonna find all sorts of treasures. We're going to the Purple Isles, don't you know? And there's gonna be all sorts of presents there just for you. And we'll find you something special, you big hairy so-and-so. Don't you worry about it.
Oh, okay. Are we going with that one, Ribro? She killed my nana.
You know.
What's your second? Ribro suddenly like snaps toward him.
Yeah, you heard what I said. You killed her.
Every nana that comes into this world's gotta leave it out the other side. And I think that your nana would have been proud to go out in battle. It's the best way to go for an old lady. So don't you worry about her. And Rib Roast over there, well, she's friends with my friend Carol, and any friend of a friend of a friend of mine is a friend of yours too. So don't you worry. We'll keep an eye on that tough lady. And besides, that kind of fighting spirit's going to be good for us where we're going.
I just squint really hard at Rib Roast.
Are we right back all on hugging terms now? And I run over and I hug Bernie.
Are you on my other leg?
Oh yeah, that's everybody just get in here. Let's give this guy a hug. Let's show him what the real special magic item is. It's friendship.
I'm a full-sized lady. So we're
okay. From out behind like the shoulder then of Carol, I point at Ribro. Don't you come near. Don't you hug me. Don't you touch me, Ribro.
I'm coming near you.
All right. And then I like slightly embrace Carol. Just so this isn't awkward.
For all. There you go.
Oh my, your hair is an interesting texture.
Are you trying to make everyone hug on this? Is that what's happening right now?
Hug everyone. Just hug.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. So one of the reasons you're here is because this mysterious man who went to the Purple Isles and came back, who is the only one. It truly is a miracle. But there's no record of him ever leaving to go. There's no record of him being involved in any nightly company. It's just a guy who says he went there, and everyone says he's in this town. And most likely, he's probably somewhere where someone doesn't want to be found. Carol, since you have criminal connections, where do you think that might be? Where do you think a place someone wouldn't want to be found is?
Like on the Isle, or like where we are now?
Yeah, here, because he came back, right?
Yeah, he came back.
Oh.
He is the only person to have ever come back. He's in the town somewhere in Taquachit, somewhere. Where do you think he would be with your criminal connections? He doesn't want to be found by anyone. So where would he be?
Well, if he went to somebody to try and be hid instead of like hiding all by himself, then he would probably go to the little hotel that's on the end of town.
Oh, what's that hotel called?
Hotel Smellibonia.
Smellibonia. And how do you know about Hotel Smellibonia? When was the last time you were there? How do you know about it?
You know, it's odd. Whenever I'm at Hotel Smellibonia, I feel like I'm just in a dream, kind of. But when you're in Hotel Smellibonia, you also feel kind of like you just don't want to leave. And at the same time, you really want to leave. It's a very odd place, but a lot of people
it makes you want to make a Bard song about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly. You know, I've tried to write a song a few times, but I keep being told that somebody else has already written a song. I don't know.
Actually, that is strangely enough,
is the song.
That's what you're in trouble for. A band of bards known as the Vultures wrote a lovely song about Hotel Smellibonia.
Yo, I think I heard about this place. It's out there on that dark desert highway. You know you're close because you can feel the cool wind in your hair. Yeah, it's that place. Yeah, I love that. I love that place. Oh boy.
Yeah, Carol, you are known. Here's the thing: you decide to sing that song at Hotel Smellibonia, and the owners called the Vultures. They sent over a pigeon to the vultures. And the vultures, here's the thing. Back in the day, you didn't have managers or agents. There is a group of 4 bards known as the vultures who are actively hunting you down.
They can try.
Yeah, the vultures are actively trying to find you. But so you know about Hotel Smelbonia, and if that's a place that you think he could be, is that where you guys want to go?
I think a lot of people who are troubled wind up being drawn to Hotel Smelbonia. That's all that I'm saying. I'm not saying that I was ever troubled, but I did wind up there.
Do you tell your comrades this? Do you guys suggest you go there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Hotel Smelbonia. Such a lovely place.
Such a lovely place.
Well, so why don't we go there right now?
Yeah, the 4 of you begin to walk down the streets of Takwachit as you head towards the northern side of town, which leads to a weird desert road that for some reason is on this beach. Sure. And near the docks, you start to see the torches that are constantly lit outside, be it day or night, leading you straight to this beautiful, magnificent hotel that has a very strict policy of rogues only.
What's that mean?
Good question. I guess we'll find out. The 4 of you begin to approach, and a troll saunters up to the door. He's like, I'm sorry. Boy. Professions, please.
You don't hold on, everybody. Don't worry about it. I speak troll. It's the second language of the Frozen North. I'll handle this big boy. Bonjour, Poutine. Allons-y les restaurants?
Quebecois?
Tabernacle, get out of my way. I would like to try to parlay with this troll. I would like to try to get this troll. I want this troll to leave. Because I understand him. We belong here. I'm gonna. That's my jam. I want to pretend like we belong in this place before he realizes that none of us are the right kind of clientele for this place.
Right. But you all look dirty enough to be rogues, so it's quite possible that you could be.
Can I try to while Rangifer is trying to parlay? Can I give like some really sinister sounding background music to like really like boost this conversation? Sick.
Of course, yeah, it really sets the mood.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how we do. I only get a 4.
No,
my troll is a little rusty. I only studied it in elementary school. I never carried on through the 8th grade there, so I'm sorry. I probably offended him.
Yeah, he clearly recognizes you to be a druid and is not pleased with what he sees. He looks over the other 3 of you and just is like, no entrance.
Well, everybody, you heard him. We can't go in here. We'll just have to go find some other place that's less terrifying.
No. Oh. Hold on. It doesn't have to be like this. I've been here before. Like, in the end, what even does rogue mean? Can you tell me?
The troll looks at you.
Really is a rogue, but a feeling, like anyone could be a rogue inside. And should they be denied entry?
Will you hit me? This is I feel like this is a volley of words. I didn't mean to do that. Will you use your volley skill and do better than me?
Yeah.
This is a volley of words. You're flinging words across at him. You've taken aim with your. Yeah. Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. So you try your hardest to talk to this troll, and the troll looks at you. And he's like, "Carol, no thanks," and just like looks away.
I'd like to be like, no, you don't understand. This isn't. You're mistaken. This isn't Carol here. No, this is a famous. This here's a famous bard. This is Celine Dion. You don't know her? She's got a gig in the bar here tonight, and you got to let us in.
Rangifer, if you would give me a volley as well. Actually, you have parley, so use that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's certainly not my best ability, but I'll try again. I'll make it worse. I believe
you can do this.
All right, let's try. Hey, here we go. I got a 10. Oh
boy. Yeah. So he looks at you and is like, "You famous?"
I sure am.
What are you famous for?
I'm famous for my song. And I look around. What do I see?
What's just like around?
I think you just see Big C right there. The first thing comes to your eye.
Yeah, the first thing you see is Big C the bear.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm famous for my song, A Warm Cup of Bears.
Sure.
How's that song go there, Carol?
Yeah, how'd that song go?
Yeah, we're interested in hearing this, Carol.
I think I know this song. It's all coming back to me now.
Well, the best part of waking up is polar bears in your cup.
Sure.
Oh, like you can see the gears turning in his head.
That's you?
You can see the gears turning. And he's like, you is famous. And he starts like clapping to the song.
I sure am.
It's a good song. Everyone knows that song. Rangifer, I didn't know that you knew such a musician. This is great.
Yeah. Well, she's a great lady. I'm lucky to have such good friends.
Yeah.
Now, I think if you'll excuse me, there, troll friend, we were just on our way inside this lovely establishment. So, have a nice day there. And I try to like kind of waddle my way past them.
Yeah, the troll looks at the four of you and is just like, "Wow, I'm famous." And the four of you walk by, and he's just like really happy to have witnessed such an amazing, a famous person performed a song just for him. He's very thrilled.
It's true.
You walk into the lobby of this hotel, and while the outside's very, very beautiful, the inside is dark and dank, and just it has this. I don't want to. It definitely, if you had to describe it, the word would be moist. Everything looks a little damp.
Great.
Reminds me of home. I could get settled in here. What if they have complimentary breakfast?
What's
although
breakfast?
You don't.
Say what's breakfast?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you. If they serve you and then you eat it. That's how we do breakfast. I've never made breakfast. My husband does all the cooking. But it's lovely. Can we get some breakfast?
Yeah, we get some of that breakfast. That sounds great.
You don't see anyone who works there. There's no one behind the counter. There's no one serving breakfast, whatever that is. But you do see someone in the corner kneeling. And it's someone it's someone none of you recognize, but it appears to be another ranger of some sort.
Look at how pious he is. Look at that little guy.
Taking up from what Ribros was just doing and screaming breakfast at the top of her lungs, I get closer to this guy and just start screaming breakfast at him.
He doesn't appear to notice you. He doesn't appear to notice you at all.
Okay. Ribros, do you just scream breakfast at people? How's this work? He's not listening.
Well, generally, they're supposed to bring it to you. This man does not look like he is breakfast, so to speak. Perhaps he's in charge of the, perhaps he's the director of the breakfast. Hello?
Hey, now listen, you can't just come in here and start yelling at everybody like it's some backroad Tim Hortons. Now give the man some space.
We're famous. The troll let us in because
Carol,
famous.
you talk to this man. Maybe sing another song. Maybe.
Carol gets special breakfast. Carol, what's your favorite breakfast
I do want some
item?
breakfast. Do it.
It looks like this man is taking a moment for himself, and we should be respectful of that. We can wait.
Well, how long we got to wait for?
Until he's done.
Well, all of you roll me an RD 100.
Okay, good. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Done.
41, 73, 48, 23.
You wait 41 minutes. And he still is sitting piously praying.
I think they make the eggs.
He doesn't respond. He's just like...
Ribros goes over and taps him on the shoulder.
Wait, we've been waiting here 41 minutes. All we had to do was touch this guy?
Suppose. Hello, sir. I noticed you have a beard. I was wondering if you were in charge of breakfast.
Breakfast.
I'm sorry. Have you been here? Have you been here the entire time? Oh, terribly rude of me. Hello, my name. I am Bless the Ranger. Nice to meet you. He like holds out his hand to shake all of your hands.
Well, you know what I say. Less is more. I'm glad to meet you. Come over here. I'm a hugger. Come here, buddy. And I go in, and while you're going, like, you go high, I'll go low, and let's hug this guy.
Are we
No, not less. They call me Bless. They call me Bless the Ranger.
Bless the Ranger. What woods do you range on? I'm from the south, so are you from the south?
To be honest, I'm sorry. Do I know your name?
No, probably not.
Truthfully, I don't quite know where I range. I assumed
Sweetie,
I was a
are you
ranger
okay?
because no.
I like squeeze his shoulder. Hun, do you need to sit down? Should we sit?
He sits with you. Yeah, he sits with you.
Okay.
And he looks you up and down, and he feels like he can trust you, kinda. He's like, oh, I don't know if you're aware, but there's this place called the Purple Isles, and
Yes.
I washed up ashore here, and apparently I was there, and I don't know how I got there. I don't know how I got here. I washed up with this, and he has a bow and arrow set with him, and he looks. He's like, and I assume I'm a ranger.
I see. You don't remember anything about yourself? You've just been told this?
That's why I've been staying here at Hotel Smellbonia, doing odd jobs.
Well, don't you worry your little head about it. Everybody's had one of these mornings. You wake up after one too many cold Molsons, and your head's spinning and you can't see straight. Maybe we can help you out. We're adventurers, don't you know?
It's been more than a few mornings, my friend.
Is it a holy mission?
Yeah, who are you praying to there?
Anyone who listen, honestly.
He's
Well,
praying
friends.
for his memories to come back.
Have you been introduced to the sport of jump rope?
I don't even know what that is.
She fumbles for it in her pocket and, not breaking eye contact, just try it. Try it.
He takes the rope from you and just looks at the rope. He just starts making a knot.
I was going to say we give this desperate man a length of a rope.
He starts tying a knot.
No. You take it, and then you pull it, and then you jump. You jump over the rope.
Wait,
And it burns calories very quickly.
Ribos, how many times you jumped over this?
A bit.
Have you ever counted?
Ribos, give me an RD6.
Is that how many times?
Dang it.
It's a very small number if that's the case.
You've jumped over it once.
Yeah, there you go.
You've been
It's life-changing. You only need to do it once successfully.
Well,
No, you're a different person.
Let me try that. May I try the?
She slaps his hand away. You wait your turn, Bernie.
Well, he's not even. If you're a real ranger, where's your pet? Where's the animal companion? Huh?
Well, that's a good question. Hey, there's probably some kind of woodchuck or something out there looking for you.
Yeah, or he's lying.
You're right. I don't.
Looking for him and he can't remember who he is. This breaks my heart. What if he has family? Oh, how do we help him? We have to help him.
Do you think that perhaps it's back on the Isles? People tell me I'm crazy thinking that's where I'm from, but I've been there. I know I have.
Well, if you were looking for an excuse to join us on our little quest, we certainly seem to have found one, haven't we?
The four of you are going to the Purple Isles.
Well, we were going to, but now that we've come to the Hotel Smell of Bonia, I don't think we're ever going to be able to leave. I heard this place was cursed.
Wait, this place is cursed? Why the fuck did we enter?
Well, I tried to say something earlier, but I just didn't want to be rude,
You
so
didn't say anything, Ranger
along.
folk. You just kept it to yourself.
Because it's just, I didn't want to say anything bad about their business.
Well, you did say it was a lovely place, and so I assumed
it is.
It was a lovely place.
Yeah, well, that's how the song goes.
Now we're all cursed.
Everyone, all we have to do is get kicked out. And honestly, that's very easy.
Well, I don't see any employees.
Yeah, he's the only one here. You can't kick us out.
Are you employed here, sir?
No, I mean, I do odd jobs, and the staff comes and goes. There was a woman who showed me to my room originally. She lit up a candle and showed me the way. There were voices in the corridor at the time, and
don't you dare even say it. Don't you say it. Oh boy. I hate this place so much.
They say welcome to the Hotel Smell of Bonia.
Who says that? There's no one here.
The people in the rooms said that.
Well, maybe they can kick us out if that's the only way to leave.
I mean, I guess
if we have to leave, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go look for food elsewhere.
Wait, no, you can't. It's cursed. You're gonna be even more cursed.
I mean, I think this is clearly the point where we watch Ribros try to leave and see what happens.
He turns around and just heads for the door, mumbling about no eggs, no ham, nothing. Just a man mumbling to himself. She tries to kick the door open. Very dramatic.
Fashion. You try to kick the door open, and you hear a thud, and the door won't open.
See? Now you're double cursed. Don't do it again. You'll be triple cursed. That's how curses work. Everyone knows this.
As Bernie says this, the troll opens the door and is like, "You kick me back."
It was
and
me.
He starts rubbing his back.
I did. That was me back here. Kick me out.
And he looks at Bernie. He's like, "You tried to leave."
No. I was trying to get kicked out. Because I kicked you in the back. And then ran back here real quick.
You kicked me. I'll kick you.
That's not how this works, unless you're kicking me out.
I'm very confused.
Okay. He opens the door and presents his foot to you and waits for you to stand in front of it.
All right, I'm gonna go try this out.
It's just a little kick. It's just a little kick in the bum.
I go and
tries to make a break past the troll.
Sure.
Just leaps over him.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I need. Let's see what.
Yeah, we'll run for it, everybody. Let's get out of here. Oh boy.
Yeah, so I guess this would be a. What would this be, Adam? What would just running out of here be?
I mean, it would depend on what's in our way. If there's no
it's
threat
a doorway
to us,
and a troll.
then we could just do it. Is the troll going to try and turn and stop us, or is the troll distracted by Bernie? Okay, then yeah, there probably isn't any role. There's probably no role for us. It's just Bernie's the one in danger, and we're abandoning him.
Well, I'm getting kicked.
Sure.
Yeah, you're gonna get kicked.
Yeah. So as I'm walking over and like setting up to get kicked, that's how they run by behind the troll or something like that.
Yeah, Carol, do you take Les with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you hold his hand? Like, he doesn't seem very fit, like physically fit. He seems very skinny and kind of weak.
Oh my goodness.
Poor guy.
You just look so tired. Come on, hop on. Come on.
Yeah, he hops on your back. But not really like a hop. He's sort of like one arm over his shoulder and like kind of sloth-like, just gets up on you. And the group of you begin to run for the door. Yeah, he just waits he just waits there for Bernie to come to his foot while the rest of you run out the door. Yeah. And he's just still looking at his foot, looking at Bernie, looking at his foot, looking at Bernie.
I think I slowly like get down and then is this gonna hurt? Is this gonna hurt you kicking me out of here?
You got soft bum.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Bernie, darling, before you get kicked, can you come over here for I'm like in the doorway. Can you come over here for it'll only be a second. I just need to ask him one quick thing, and then he'll come right back over there and get kicked, okay?
Can I do that? Is that all right, Mr. Troll?
Yeah, I mean, you're not locked in. You can leave whenever you want.
What do you mean? I thought this place was cursed.
What? Why
you could have just left?
Wait a minute. Have you never been inside here? Hold on. Are you in? I look down. Is he like inside the actual hotel?
Yeah, and he's like looking up. He's like, my room is number 216.
But have you ever left here?
I go into town frequently for dinner.
Well, I'm not getting kicked then. I just like walk out.
And he waves. He's like, boy, celebrity. He starts like waving at you guys.
I'll write a song about you.
As you walk out, you see people like celebrating on the roof, having like a dinner party, and there's waiters and stuff bustling around.
Yeah, right.
You totally missed out on what could have been a great night. Everyone's eating, like there's trays of food being taken around on the second floor of this building, and everyone's just like, oh, and they're elves like
Ribros like hit Bernie and goes, breakfast.
Yeah, no, we need to get some of this breakfast later. That seems great. Seems fun.
So Bless leads you down to the docks, and there he points to a fairly decrepit but large boat. And he says, that's the last boat that leads to the Isles. If you pay them enough, they'll take us.
Well, how much is enough, Les?
I've never been back, so I don't know. I just hear things.
Well,
let's go on over there and ask. There's only one way to really find out. Let's go and see what they want. Come on, everybody.
As you approach the boat, you see 3 men working on it. One of them, clearly the captain, comes down to greet the 2 of you. Or I'm sorry, the 4 of you, because I imagine all of you were there, plus Bless.
So 5 of us.
Really, 6 of us if Big C's there as well.
Definitely a Big C there, and the puppy, so 7 really. Yeah. Your party grew very big.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh my god.
We have that little wolf following us around.
But I was thinking Carol and Bernie were leading this group, and Carol is sort of waving at the captain. How do you greet this man, Carol?
Oh, hello.
He looks you up and down, and sort of hobbles his peg leg down the plank towards the group of you.
Nope.
And just stares at you and doesn't really say anything. What do you do?
Hi. I was just curious. Is this boat going to be going to the Isles?
Where ye be wanting to go?
I'm not sure about a specific isle. Does anybody know a specific... Bless, do you have the idea of a specific isle or just the Isles?
Les said the purple ones, I think.
Ye be wanting to go to the Purple Isles, do ye?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Are those cursed by chance?
Aye, crazy bearded one. They be cursed, they be.
All right, I'm not going.
No. Wait a
Don't
moment.
be silly.
They're cursed.
You just said the hotel was cursed, and it wasn't cursed. Able to get out of the hotel.
But he just said they
Hey
are
there,
cursed.
don't listen, Bernie, don't be scared. At the very worst case scenario, we're gonna be on the Purple Isles for, I don't know, if I had to guess, maybe like 2.5 hours. So the worst case is we go over there, you endure it, and we're done. We're done with this. Bing bang boom, when you're finished. All right, come on, don't worry about it.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Purple
Come
Isles.
on, Bernie.
I'm going because of
Okay.
him, not because of you, Carol. Unless you sing a song.
That's okay. Unless I sing a song.
Yeah, then we'll go because of you.
Bernie.
Aye, ye be stopping that shenaniganery. Aye, calm your mouth, lass, or I'll cut your throat out, I will. And the other two pirates are like,
That is not very nice.
Wow,
sir.
That was nice.
That's
She was singing
rude.
a song about me. It was kind of
Oh
interesting.
boy, these guys.
You want to
So aggressive, right?
Yeah.
I
You
feel
want
like
to ride.
By force.
you need a hug.
I like this tiny red-haired one. We bring you on board, make us the sea wench, put you on the head mast, and you sail off in front of all of us, and you'll be our little mast girl. We'll call you
I
master.
throw
You
him
will.
overboard.
You throw him
River-
overboard.
River's face is just red.
Yeah, let's fight these guys and steal their dumb boat.
Yeah.
Forget them. Oh, it's a. I see. It's a. As soon as this gets rowdy, I'm like, oh boy, here we go, and I'm gonna grab their jersey and pull it over their head. Throw my gloves
Carol,
off.
give me a hack and slash. Carol, hack
Yeah,
and
let's
slash
do
on this
it.
main guy.
Shit.
Yeah, you try to throw him overboard, and you just like grab onto his waist, and he's like,
He has a
"Trying
peg
to
leg,
dance, lass."
surely.
I know.
I would love to dance. You were being
Yeah, he
very
looks at you-
rude, to be fair.
He looks at you and just like starts dancing. He's like, and then like he doesn't even recognize that you're trying to attack him. He doesn't understand.
I start.
Randifer, you want to pull his shirt over his head?
Yeah. I have totally. I'm gonna throw my gloves off. And I'm gonna grab the back of his shirt and yank it up over his head and start punching him in the face because that's how you fight a guy.
Can River,
hack and slash this guy.
Yeah,
can
let's
she
do
press
it.
the tactical advantage here and use her jump rope as a lasso around his pig leg?
I'm gonna allow
Wait,
that.
how are
Yeah,
you-
of course.
What if he's? How do you get it around his peg leg if it's on the ground?
Somehow he's dancing, so he's moving it
Okay.
around.
Yeah, he's dancing.
All right, sure.
All right, let's see
not
how this
all
goes.
done.
It's a proper kerfuffle now.
Way to
I
go
got-
for that.
yes, I got an 11.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nice.
So I'm gonna deal some damage to him. I'm gonna let him attack me so I can deal the extra d6.
Okay.
So I deal this. I jersey this pirate. Sorry, and I deal him 6 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
And just-
The pirate, as he's dancing with Carol, he's completely not focused on the rest of you because there's this beautiful woman in his arms, and you come up behind him, and also because you're very small, you jump up in the air and pull his shirt over his head, and he's like, "Oh, that what?" And the other pirate's like, and they start laughing too. Ribros, you want to lasso his foot and pull him into the water?
Yes,
Okay.
100%. Feed him.
I think-
He's gonna be fed to the fish, dude.
I think this is. Let's do a volley for this. Yeah. You grab on his foot and pull him into the water, but his weight being that of a human and you of a dwarf, he pulls you into the water with him, and the two of you go like splashing into the water, and he is just trying to stay afloat while you have no discernible swimming talent whatsoever, and you begin to sink to the bottom.
I jump in.
It's not an effective way to save
I jump
somebody.
in to save her.
All right, you jump in
the
the
water
water and do what? Yeah, what do you do?
What do you mean? She fell in the water, right?
Yeah, so you
I
jump
di-
in. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna dive down, grab her, and pull her up.
All right, defy danger for me, if you will.
Oh, interesting. You don't say.
Hey, you got a 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
You jump in and you pull Rib Roast up to air, and the two of you are like pop out of the water looking like very frumpy aerials. You just
Love it.
it looks very, very attractive.
Yeah, let's see. There she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
But
a cute
damper.
girl.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the two pirates up above on the ship are dying of laughter, but none of them are in on, I assume, your attempted plan to take this boat from them. They just think you showed their captain up. You continue with your endeavor, or what do you do?
Wait, you're saying that we
Ribros
could
definitely
maybe...
wants to like commandeer their ship.
Well,
Yeah,
could we
they
just
don't realize you're
convince them
trying to-
run the ship for us?
I don't know. They just don't seem to realize that you guys are attacked the captain. They just think you were tired of his crap, and so you just knocked him in the water.
Yeah. I
Right.
mean, we could just throw these guys in the water too and steal the boat.
What happened initially? But they know how to run the boat.
They do
I'm
know how
not
to
there.
run the boat.
I can't be part
You're
of
in
this
the water.
conversation. I'm
That's
not
me and Rangifer, yeah. Hey,
Well,
you two need you need a captain now, don't you? This guy's a captain. This is Rangifer, Captain Range. That's what they call him.
The pirate looks down at you and in the exact same voice says, "Yay, he be not looking like a pirate to me."
He is Rangifer. Do some pirate things.
I do a little jig.
See, he's a pirate.
A little pirate jig.
It's a great pirate jig, is it?
Can I try to convince them with my pirate jig?
Yes, of course you can. I was about to say.
right.
Yeah. I imagine this would be. God, what would this be? I mean, you can use just a straight charisma roll, right? If you want.
Yeah, it's like a parlay. Yeah.
Sure.
I think that's fair. I'm so
Oh
charismatic.
my god, nailed it.
Nailed it.
The second pirate who sounds the third pirate who sounds exactly like the second pirate looks at you and goes, "Aye, he be a good captain." And the second pirate's like, "Aye, 'tis true, he be a good captain." And they welcome you on board with open arms.
Great.
As their captain in the water is like, "Where ye be going? Get me ship back, I will." And he starts shaking his fist.
Oh, sorry, buddy. We don't have time for you. You'll have to stay there in the penalty box, you hoser. Come on, everybody on the ship. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, Carol and Ribros, get up here. Come on. I throw if the jump rope is still up here, I'll throw that overboard and have them climb up that.
Ribros scurries up there and finds a bucket of fish and starts pelting it at the captain in the water.
The poor captain in the water is just trying to get up on the dock, but with the fish and his peg leg, you guys are just really mean to him. And as you sail away, he sheds, and all the salt water on his face, he sheds one tear, one piratey tear.
Single pure pirate.
But we can't see it.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Yeah, you can't see it in all the salt water on his face. But the
Damn.
four of you plus
Rude to Carol.
plus Bless, plus the two of the pirates that you have manning the ship, plus
Big C
your
and the
bear,
wolf.
plus the wolf, all head off finally to the Purple Isles. But the
Perfect.
entire time, Bless is staring off into the distance, praying to himself, and he seems a little terrified, like something's not quite right.
I look at Carol when I notice this. I'm like, well, something's not right about our friend over there. He seems troubled. You think we should go and talk to him?
I think we should. Bring a little spirit, a little happiness, some joy, maybe.
And I gesture like, after you.
Yeah, the two of you walk over to Bless. Yeah, and he's just sitting there praying. How do you approach him?
I sit down next to him and I say, "Do you mind if I sit with you? No pressure."
No, it's fine. I just do you ever get the feeling that you're not who you think you are?
No, but
like you're not a ranger because you don't have a pet. Is that what you're trying to say?
I never thought of it before.
Yeah, that's number one telltale sign of a ranger is they have a pet like Big C right here.
I know, and even your
point
druid friend has a pet, and I don't have a pet.
Yeah, he could be a
But
ranger.
you know
if want.
what? Everyone experiences life in different ways. And just because we might not completely understand what you're going through, that doesn't mean that we aren't here for you or that your experience is any less valid. I think that whatever you're feeling right now, it's okay to feel that and work through it, you know? But if you need to talk about it, it's important to feel like you can talk about it. You know?
Have you ever seen the purple shores? Have you ever seen the terror of the purple shores? I have. I only have 4 memories, and that's one of them.
Well, what are the
what's the other 3?
What are the other 3 memories you have, sir?
What else you got in there? Your old noodle.
They say.
I remember a dark dungeon, and I remember a crystal cavern of some sort. And I remember the stars in the water, but I don't know how stars get in water. I don't remember at all.
Reflections, probably.
I don't really know what that means.
I know it must be so scary to be going back into this vast void of information. You know, you aren't entirely sure where any of this came from. It all feels very scary, but as you revisit these things, you'll have new friends.
You guys are my friends.
Well,
oh my goodness!
Well,
I
mean,
some of us are still deciding on this, but
that's
Carol's
Carol's
friends with everyone, really.
So we,
we're still working on that.
I mean, that's a strong word. We're acquaintances. I feel fondly about you. Excited to get to know you better. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he looks at all of you and he's like, "Thank you for fondling me, and I think that we could be good friends if."
Wait, who fondled you? Who was this?
Ranger fondled me, and I think if we could be good friends, then
Sounds like some Ranger would do.
Hey, it was a hug. It's called a hug where we're from. Everybody does it. It's not weird. Don't look at me like that, Bernie.
Even in the wild Ranger, we ask before we fondle. All right. It's not a good choice of words. It was a friendly hug, like you'd get from a new would
friend.
Would you say that you and Carol fondled me earlier? Is that what you would call that?
I wouldn't say that.
This is going to be a good trip.
Great.
Carol, I had no idea about your friend Randy Rangifer. Then she elbows him.
Are you drunk? What are you talking about, Rib Roast?
She found some alcohol, and she has been chugging it the entire time. Like there's a barrel in the back, and she's just been drinking.
Rib Roast, give me an RD10.
Oh Lord.
How drunk
There's a drunk
are
meter,
you,
yeah.
Rib Roast?
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Okay.
You are 9%. Your blood alcohol level is 9% right now. You are you are legally dead.
Rib Roast, are you almost dead from alcohol poisoning right now?
No. And I'd like you all to know that this man right here, he could be an imposter, and we should throw him over the boat.
You're pointing to a wooden
Now
pole,
Rib
Rib Roast.
That's a chair. It's a chair right there.
Well, it could be a chair, the pole.
Now, don't judge her, Bernie. If Rib Roast here wants to be best buds with old Don Cherry there, that's fine. Who am I to judge? Here's your new best friend, you and your drinking buddy here. And I push the chair over towards her, go over there with your friend.
I'm so happy. I've never had a best friend before. And then she just kind of honks out on it.
Perfect. 9%.
Les finally for the first time cracks a smile and is like, I think we might actually get to the Purple Isles. Why is y'all's going anyway?
Well, I need to find something remarkable.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with all of the gifts for my sweet, sweet family. Should I draw them for you? Oh my gosh. They are just the cutest.
You can
if only there was another way to show off what they looked like. But unfortunately, the only thing that I can ever do is just draw them and redraw them and redraw them for people.
Could you describe them in song, Carol? Would that also suffice?
Oh, that would just take so long.
I think
we
so
are on
too.
a boat sailing to the Purple Island, so we got some time.
They're actually very close. They're actually very close and not that far off, actually.
Oh, are there those islands right there? And I just point over to us.
Yeah. As you point,
they're right over. They're over there.
As you point off to the islands that you see before you, you notice down in the water that the actual sea has gone from being this beautiful, clear blue to now it's sort of dark and murky and has this purple vibe to it. I'm going to put this on the screen right now.
Oh.
It looks like when you see what you see. If that, there you go.
Ooh.
It's as if the stars above are shining in the water down below, but the isles themselves seem totally destroyed and devoid of life, at least from what you can tell from your cursory glance. But there is, it's as if this purple color is seeping, bleeding into the water from somewhere in the isles. And as you sail and coast over it, you notice that it gets darker and more purple the closer you get. And the stars start to fade from the water. And that's when you hear it. You hear a sound that reminds you of Carol's singing, but it's good. It actually sounds good.
Wow.
Carol, you don't recognize this. You don't recognize this noise at all.
I feel like I've been slighted in some other universe.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, you don't recognize this at all. But
I don't hear it.
No, you hear it, but you don't recognize it as singing. Everyone else recognizes it as beautiful, beautiful singing. And as you pass through one of the channels between the rocks, it gets louder and louder to the point where two of the pirates begin to stare off into the distance, and they're almost entranced by this singing. And you start to hear this and it starts to become more operatic and more beautiful, but also kind of like a little dirty and naughty too, for whatever reason. And the two pirates begin to man the helm and are steering you towards some rocks.
Well, way there.
I would like to use my arcane art and try to dispel the enchantment.
Do it.
Sure, of course.
I'm going to try to overpower the singing that everybody else hears with my own singing.
Okay. Let's try this.
Okay.
13.
Yo!
Nice.
Yeah, you begin to sing louder than the voices that you hear, and it's this dueling banjo of voices. And the pirates snap back to reality. Yeah. And whoops, there went gravity, because suddenly the boat smashes against rocks. As they pull themselves away, the boat skids alongside the shore of this channel, and suddenly you find yourself stuck between two sort of minor, I'm trying to think, it's like little peninsulas jetting out from one of the islands, but you're stuck in between the two of them. And it's at this point you notice there are things in the rocks moving. The pirates prepare the ship and they ready weapons. The boat's not going anywhere right now. In fact, it's probably best that you get off, because as you can see, hopefully you can see that on the boat. Whenever that, if JP, yeah, I think you have to switch that over, JP. When you switch it over, on the boat, What?
I don't,
Did it
I don't
switch
see
over?
anything. No, I just see.
How do I make it so the players see it?
Do you want to move us to a boat map? There's another map.
Yeah, how do I do that?
Okay.
Oh, this. Oh, it's so. Oh, okay, I got it.
Yo, sick.
All right, sure, done. So
Sick
you're
boat.
on the boat. You notice that in the rocks, you see several. I said you see several.
There they are.
Oh my god.
Beasts approaching. You recognize them to be the mysterious, dark, and terrible conchas. They come from the water, and they take all seamen who approach the rocky shoals of the Purple Isles and drag them to their terrible, terrible deaths. As the conches slowly approach, their singing gets louder, but because of Carol's excellent skill at dissolving their voices, it only makes them madder as they approach the boat. There are 5 of them in total, and they move swiftly across the shore towards your location. How do you want to prep for this fight?
Ribro sits bolt upright and goes, breakfast. Then she stands up and tries to find like some sort of weapon in her stupor.
Sure. Yeah, they've opened up a crate full of different spears and swords, but all of them seem very light and used at sea. There are definitely no badass axes or anything there.
Okay. She's just gonna grab whatever weapon is close to her.
Okay.
And hold it up.
Will you roll for me a RD4?
I sure will.
Hold on. Before you do, I just want to write this down. So RD4, please. I want to write down what the 4 things were.
Is it okay to roll?
Yep.
Okay.
The thing you find that's closest to you is your friend, the chair.
Yeah, Don Cherry.
You pick it up, Don Cherry. You pick up Don Cherry and you hold it above your head, ready for combat.
Amazing.
With that good plaid upholstery.
Runs off the ship with this chair.
Okay, all right.
Get
Ribros
him.
is charging them with the chair, guys.
Yeah, Rib Roast.
Make
Where do
the
you charge
beeline.
to? Who do you charge? Which direction? There are 5 coming at you. Which way are you going?
The closest one. Like whichever one is right in her path.
Sure. All right. I'll just send you that direction. Okay.
It's like a missile. She just takes off.
Yeah. What about the rest of you? What are your plans? What are you gonna do?
I think Big C is hungry after the short trip on the boat, and he just charges one. So I'll just attack one of them with my fire a bow at one of them with the bear attacking as well.
Sure. I think that Big C is going to take a minute to get there, but you are perfectly in range to fire off an attack from your bow. So which one of these 5 conchas are you going to come after?
I don't think I would see Rib Roast running because of one of the sails. So I'll do the one. Actually, I could see this one right here. So I'll take a shot at this one. The one up in the middle. Sure.
Yeah, give me a volley.
All right. That's a 6.
So yeah, the sail wasn't away. As you go running down the gangplank there, Rib Roast, an arrow just flies past you, but completely misses both you and the concha that's down there. Rangifer, Carol, what are you guys up to? What are you gonna do?
So where did Bernie wind up?
I'm still on the boat. I just took a shot at this one over here.
Oh, I see. Okay. I want to swap my song so that it's specifically for like interference and use aid or interfere. I want to use it on maybe this one. Since Rangifer is going to go next.
Yeah. If you do want to, When you aid in interfere, you pick somebody else to help, and you can do it after they roll. So you can wait and say, like, if you want to prepare to help someone, you just wait until somebody else rolls, and then say, like, I sing a song about them, and then you can roll to help us if we miss a roll.
Oh, I see. I was gonna use it just to give it -2 on whatever it does.
Oh yeah, no,
next? Is that not
so
how
they
it
don't.
works?
No, only we roll. So you would
see.
you would assist one of us.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just prepare to aid or interfere, I guess. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Well, it's time for old Rangifer to live up to his destiny. So anybody who's fought with me before, they know that this soft little dumpling of a man is not my only form, and that I can call upon the powers of the frozen north to change my shape into a mighty beast. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my shape-shifting power, and I'm gonna see how that goes. Here we go. All right, I got an 11, so I can hold 3. So here we go. I gotta change my form from Rangifer the halfling to an enormous reindeer man.
Oh my god! I love it. Perfect.
So so instead of being an adorable little butterball, I grow to twice my size. My limbs extend. My glowing red nose emerges from my face and shines with a feral hatred for my enemies. And so when I shapeshift, I got to think of 3 things that a reindeer can do. So I think reindeer, what do? They charge. I can charge with my horns. I can pull a sleigh or a sleigh-like object. And I think because I'm a holiday reindeer, I can fly. I think that's the other thing.
It.
Yeah, flying, sleigh pulling, horn charging reindeer. And then I would like to charge into battle with this lady over here.
Yeah, you're a reindeer Wendigo now, so you can make it down the game plank to that
a Wendigo, if you will.
A Wendigo.
Yeah, so I put my horns down and I charge, my hooves clattering over the landing boards, and I crash into her with my horns. And I want to spend one of my, I have 3 holds, so I'm gonna spend one of them to just do damage with my horns.
Great.
So let's see how that goes. Do you want me to? How much damage do my horns do? What kind of die would I do? What do you think?
Well, in this case, I think it would be a strength, right?
Yeah. Well, so when I'm using my abilities, I don't have to re-roll. Like I have 3 that I can just like charge or fly or pull something, and they go away. I can only do it 3 times, so I don't have to roll again to like attack. I just need to know what type of damage to roll for reindeer horns.
This is hack and slash. Yes, I think.
If we were fighting, it'll be hack and slash after I deal the damage, after I crash into her, because then she'll get to fight back. But right now, I'm just barreling into her.
All right. So, I mean, what do you think that would be?
Normally I deal a D6, so probably more than that, because that's just with my hands.
Right.
Like 8 or.
Yeah, I feel like in this case, because you're the first person to, I think, in this Concha's life, ever turn into something else and then come charging at her.
Right.
This is a shock to the system. So This is definitely going to be like an 11 or something crazy.
Okay. All right. We'll pretend that a D11 is a thing. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Why not?
Sure.
I deal 2 damage.
You do two total damage. There's no D10.
Okay.
It's D11 plus 1 for being awesome. You get a 2. And she like flinches back and has you've caused her to bleed a little bit, and she comes back away from you and stops singing and sort of hisses at you instead.
Yeah.
So Carol,
yes.
What were you trying to do to help Rangifer?
So I've realized the trigger for aid or interfere is that I have to have a bond with the person. Even to interfere.
Which we do. We have the bond where you fought to protect the frozen north.
But I can't interfere with what she's going to do. Right?
Correct. Yeah, you just help me. and I got an 11 on my roll, so we don't need it.
So yeah, that's kind of what I figured. So I won't do anything yet. I guess.
Yeah, because you can hold until somebody needs your help.
I'm just gonna hold until somebody, like misses, and then I can help them or try to.
Okay. So as the four of you do that, the two pirates and your wonderful puppy Gordy attempt to try and get the sails and the ship back in working order. Gordy sort of pulling at the sails themselves. Oh my God! Look at that big C. That's incredible. Oh, big C.
I got all kinds of good Christmas tokens ready for this shit.
So, while they're trying to get the boat back in working order, the conchas begin to move in, and two of them approach you, and one starts coming up the side of the ship behind you.
Get him, rib roast.
Rib roast, there's two running at you right now.
Plan.
They are within striking distance. What do you do?
So she, with tiny feet, plods along, screaming with her chair, makes a jump for it, and as she's in the air, shouts, "Carol, musical chairs!" and brings down the chair, and tries to bring down the chair on both of them. She's asking for a song or a theme.
Got
this
it.
Particular moment.
Yeah. Carol, do you have a theme? Yeah,
Oh
Carol,
my
gosh. Can you use an ability of yours to help her with this attack?
Oh, I can. But I have to wait. I wait until she rolls, right?
If you want to aid, if you want to aid her for that, then that's the
She's gonna roll right now. Is the plan?
What would I roll for this?
Oh my God! This is definitely you're hacking and slashing. Well, they're engaging in combat, right? So this is hack and slash. Yes, Adam.
Yeah, this is hack and slash now for sure.
Yeah. So you're hacking and slashing with this chair at them.
Okay.
Let's see what you got. Oh my God!
Please.
You know what they say, that the holidays are a time for charity.
Yeah, you come down this chair. Carol, how do you help? What song do you sing? And in what way do you help?
So what's funny here is that nobody needs Carol's help. Like we're all just doing as well as we
I'm just like playing whatever.
No, so here's something you can do though, Dodger. If you wanna help in a different way, you can use arcane art instead. And if you succeed, you can give her an extra D4 on her damage. So that's the way the bards can use magic singing to help.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a great idea. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I need you to damage Rib Roast because you did so well. I'm gonna need you to roll a RD11, please.
Sure, yeah, D11's all around, and then you get an
RD11.
extra. Roll your arcane art first because you got to make sure you succeed. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, and then if you want the D4 to go forward. Okay. So Rib Roast, roll your D11 that Jesse gave you, and then another D4 and add them together.
Yeah.
Sick. I'm finding a show me up. Fine.
All right.
Fine.
Dodger, roll that D4.
Oh, she doesn't roll it?
It doesn't matter. Somebody does.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
12 damage. Hell yeah.
Rib Roast.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You bring the chair down onto one of the conchas, and it explodes on top of her, and chair pieces go everywhere. And the one you hit doesn't actually get that hurt by it. It's the one next to it that gets hit by the splinters, and the shards fly into her and just shatter into her face, and she falls over dead.
Amazing.
She falls, but now your chair. While your chair is
Don
gone,
Cherry!
in your hand are two.
You were the best
two
friends I had.
Yeah, you have two batons now. Two pieces.
You're just clutching his severed legs.
Yeah, you have the severed legs of Don Cherry, and there's one more in front of you still. Meanwhile, we go over to Bernie, who is watching Rangifer battle with this concha on the shore. What is your plan, Bernie? Because your friend Big C is on the way and is ready to attack. So you can decide what you want to do.
I'll shoot the same one again with Big C helping me. So if
which one is Big C fighting? JP?
This one right here, down the pipe.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought it was reversed. My bad.
And then if the way that this works is with Big C, I'll just click this. Why doesn't that work? There it is. So if I attack the same target, I add its ferocity to my damage. So I actually have to hit for it to do anything.
Nice.
So here's the volley, and that's a 9. So I do hit.
Yes.
Which one of those things? Which one of those things do you want to do, JP? You got to pick one of the 3.
I'm gonna move to get shot, or to get the shot by placing me in danger of the GM's choice. So Jesse can put me in danger or something.
In order to get the shot, you have to move back further, because the last time, of course, the sail was in the way. So you moved back further, right next to Carol, but it put you right where this Concha is coming up behind the two of you.
Yep. Yeah,
I'll get the shot off.
I'll accept my fate, and then let me add. So it's 4 + 3, so 7 damage to that one.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So you do 7 damage, and an arrow flies across as Big C swipes this Concha, and Ribros, you see in front of you this giant bear claw come down and just smack this Concha in the head as it falls to the ground, like sort of slithers back up around, and then gets shot with an arrow right in the hip. And Screech is no longer singing, is just hissing wildly at all of you. Meanwhile, on the other side of the boat, Rangifer, you are locked in combat.
Yeah.
This trying to whip you with her tail.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm taking it to the streets. We're hacking and slashing. I'm just stabbing her with my horns, flailing my head back and forth, playing some reindeer games.
Go to,
right, let's do it. Okay, let's see here.
Reindeer games.
Yeah, it's me and Ben Affleck. We're both fighting him. I summoned him. He's my familiar. I get a 4, so that's good. Even your help wouldn't save me, Carol.
Yeah. Oh. You swing wildly at this Concha, but her tail strikes you in the back and sort of knocks you to the ground. Doesn't do any damage, but you are in like a almost prone position as she's
lying on the deck, kicking my hooves in the air, trying to get up.
Definitely gonna try and wrap around you and start squeezing you.
All right. I don't know if you know what a reindeer sounds like, but it's horrifying, and that's the noise I make. I make scared reindeer noise.
On the top side of the boat, where Rib Roast and Big C are battling this last Concha, a second one has now moved up onto the boat itself and is near Carol. Carol, she's going to try and attack you. Do you have any way of defending against this?
How does she attack?
She attacks you by lunging. No, she literally lunges out with her hands. You can't really see me at all doing this, but she lunges out with her hands, like trying to basically like take a bite out of you. She's hungry.
Like that.
Oh,
yeah, like that.
I'll like and make it so that her mouth like goes onto the bow of my violin. So she's
sure. All right, give me a defense roll for this.
Okay.
So it depends. So defense is usually for defending yourself or like another person. So that would be like you want to stand. You're not trying to dodge, right? You're just standing. You're standing.
No,
your ground.
She was standing her ground. Yeah, she was like literally holding out her thing to.
Try and get a cool job.
I was surprised
with that 3.
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
No dice.
I was surprised.
She lunges at you and takes a solid bite out of your shoulder.
Ow.
And blood goes everywhere across your delightful outfit. And you get hit for. Do I need to roll for this, or can I just give her how much she gets hit for?
No. You generally roll depending on how scary the monster is, damage wise.
Sure. All right. There's a set thing I should be rolling for the monster damage for her.
Should I just do what I have? We We did write like a lot of monsters and put them in the game for you to choose from.
This is different.
I slaved over a hot word processor for you. So you could use one of those. Generally, I go with D6. If they're not too like scary, they don't have like armor piercing claws or anything. D6 is a fair amount.
Yeah, and she does 2 hit points of damage to you.
There you go.
Okay.
Do you have any armor, Carol?
Hmm?
Do you have any armor, Carol?
No.
Yeah, Carol had 0, I believe. I think.
So you have ostentatious clothes.
Yeah. 0 armor.
Yeah. You have this cute Finnish peasant, this Finnish peasant outfit on. So yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Bernie, behind you, another one of these conchas moves in, and she attacks you as well. How do you handle this attack? She comes at you like sneakily behind you. So you don't really have much time to hear it.
Now, Adam, can I just like light speed say that the animal companion comes and like helps me when it comes to taking damage, or do I have to like call for that?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the fictional positioning of the character, right? Like, Big C's all the way over on the other.
Yeah, so
he's all the way over on the other side of the boat. So yeah, it'd be hard for me to get to you in time.
Gotcha. All right.
These things sound like the way Jesse was describing them. They sound pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're moving very quickly.
I'm just gonna try to dodge it. So whatever, or run away. So whatever that would be, you tell me what to roll. Is that?
Yeah. I imagine this would be a.
There's not really like a dodge. There's a defend.
Yeah,
you're defying danger, right? The danger is that the thing hits you or gets you, and then you're acting despite that. So you're trying to get away from it. Defy danger is like basically the stand-in move. If it doesn't seem like there is a move for it, it's probably defy danger.
I didn't see it on his list. I didn't see that on his list either.
Yeah, I didn't either. Defy danger is just
you can, and it depends on what you're trying to do. It sounds to me like you're using Dex, but
okay. So just 2d6 plus Dex. Does that make sense, Adam?
Yeah, that's how defy danger works. Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I will roll that to try and run down the ship the opposite direction.
Okay.
11.
Ooh, so slippery.
Yeah, she comes at you, but you manage to completely avoid her by running away, and you run down. I'm gonna put you over here. You managed to really book it across.
Great.
But unfortunately, you've left poor Carol alone now.
Oh Jesus, Carol's surrounded as hell.
I have.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, the one that is still with Rangifer begins to wrap around him, or at least attempt to wrap around.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
It's everything. It's everything I ever wanted.
Okay, what are you gonna try and do? How are you gonna defend against?
I'm gonna let her get herself wrapped around me, just enough that it would take her some time to get free. And I'm gonna use the second of my 3 hold to activate my reindeer flight ability, and I'm just gonna fly straight into the nearest wall as hard as I can. I'm just gonna just smash her into the wall. I'm just gonna body check her right into the boards. Okay, so again, same thing. Like I'm spending one of my holds, so I don't have to roll. I just get to deal damage or whatever you think like happens.
Sure. So, yeah. All right. So yeah, you definitely. I mean, just lift her up off the ground through the power of flight and fling her into a wall. So you this is sort of like you're smashing her body up against the rocks.
Her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What die should I roll for damage?
Obviously an RD11, please.
Okay, perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the D11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
9 this time. There we go.
Yeah. You smash her into the wall, and since you've already done 2 damage, and for some reason all of the conchas have 11 HP.
Perfect.
She smashes to the ground, and your horns come up just covered in this weird purplish blood.
That'll teach him how we do it in Regina.
It's
the name of a place.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, up on the other side of the boat, Big C and Rib Roast are dueling this other concha. She's going to try to attack you, Rib Roast. Because you
Rib Roast has both of the chair legs, like she's flipping them around like nunchucks and stuff, and she's like,
hell yeah.
She's using like Trying to use
What
intimidation
was that
tactics.
gesture? What was that gesture? Can you do that again? Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah, jazz hand attack. I did it. Yeah. So
She's just trying to just like fancy with it, you know?
Like it. No,
She's
good.
a dwarf. She doesn't get to be fancy this often. It's the holidays, right? So she's just like dancing around trying to like get duck under this gigantic snake thing and mumbling things to Big C because she's still a little bit drunk. So she's just saying stuff like "Bah, that way,
So
3 o'clock."
So you're trying to defy danger with this this maneuver.
Absolutely.
Then?
Absolutely.
Sure, do it.
Nice. So
Oh
defied.
yeah.
Jesus.
Defiant.
You definitely do. She strikes out at you, but you just sort of dodge out of the way, and everything is fine. It is your turn, Rib Roast. How do you react to this nonsense?
Everything is fine. So how sharp are the chair
They're jagged.
legs?
They are jagged
They're
pieces.
jagged.
Yeah.
Don Cherry left me some legacy here. So,
Yeah.
Don Cherry never lets
Legacy.
us down.
It's their legs. It's clever.
in their legs. So she's just
You die.
she's gonna
You just
attempt
die.
to
You
like
fall over
split. Wow. I feel very attacked. She's gonna try and slit the throat of this gigantic snake lady.
All right, hack and
because
slash for me.
she's still not super in her right mind, so she's thinking she's taller than she is.
I could just imagine the forensic scene after this. The detectives looking at the dead body and they're like, looks like she got her throat slit. Oh, with what? A chair leg. The leg of a chair.
Yeah, of course.
A piece of wood.
So you attack and you slash out at this concha that's coming at you, and you stab it right in the heart as it lunges at you. But it slashes one last time before it falls over dead. Let's see what it does to your butt. Does
Just
3
your
damage to you as it falls to the ground. It
Where
slashes
does it
you
hit?
just on the shoulder, just a little bit like. But what is your armor class? You have no armor? Yeah, so it does 3 damage to you.
Rib Roast has, you have chainmail, right?
Yeah,
Yes, you should have
think
2
she's
or
wearing
1 armor.
I'm not sure if I
Yeah, I didn't see
thought
on the.
she had armor.
You either choose
Oh,
chainmail or normal armor, studded armor.
Yeah,
or
because
whatever.
since she's a fighter, I'm pretty sure she has the heavy one, so I think that's chainmail, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Think.
That would be 2 armor.
Can't remember.
Sure.
Can't remember which
Okay.
one's like
You
the
have
heaviest.
chainmail, you have
One
chainmail
damage
on your
to you.
sheet.
Yeah, it does 1 damage to you. So it scratches like maybe 1 claw gets through a chink in the armor, but you walk away with pretty much a scratch.
It's on it. It'll get better.
In the back of the boat, as the rest of you sort of are excited about your victory, poor Carol is now surrounded by 2 conchas.
Uh-oh.
You can
Go,
just, you can
Carol.
see,
What do
you can
do,
really see
Carol?
you can see the terror on her little face. Look at how afraid she looks. This existential fear and dread.
What do you do, Carol? You're surrounded.
I mean, are they lunging at me? Am I attacking or are they attacking currently?
You're attacking right now. They're about to lunge at you, but you're attacking.
Oh, geez. Well, that's not what I'm good at. Let's see. What
You're
do I
already
know how
wounded,
to
Carol.
do?
You're covered in blood. There's a little like
I know.
splash of blood on your delightful outfit.
I'm going to. So just to make sure I'm reading this right. With arcane art, I can make it so that the next time someone successfully assists my target, they will get a +2. So can I say, I call for help in my song. I am the target.
Right. Yes.
And
Mhm.
whoever
If someone
assists,
can help you, yes.
if someone comes
Totally.
to help, comes to attack either one of them, then they get a +2 on their attack. Great.
Yeah. The way,
Somebody
yeah.
help me! Somebody help me! Somebody help me!
Yeah, you start playing
Singing it
as
up.
these two conchas begin to circle around you, getting ready to attack. It is now, I guess, at this point.
I
mean, your spell works, but these two creatures are like
they're really looking at me now.
On you. Yeah, they're about to attack.
Okay. Fuck.
Bernie,
Okay.
you hear behind you, somebody help me, somebody. And you turn around to realize you just ran away from Carol, who's now surrounded by two conches. The last two conches on the boat.
Hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
It's a good one.
Fantastic.
Good one.
Thank you.
Did this thing die? The other one at the bottom of the...
Yeah, it is dead.
Okay. Then since Big C is next to this one, I'll attack that one and help Carol out.
Sure. Give me a volley.
Here's a volley. 10. Nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
So D8 plus Big C's 3. 8. And then Carol gives me a +4.
Was that a +4 or +2? +4?
It says D4 in Arcane Art, right?
Yeah, I guess.
No, this would have been.
No,
this is a +2.
because
This is a +2 with the helping with the roll to hit.
Oh, okay. So 8 damage then to the one north of Carol.
Sure. Yeah,
Nice.
you fire across and hit one of the ones that are circling Carol, the one north of her, and Big C pounces on it and sort of pins it to the ground and begins like growling and gnawing at this concha. On the southern side of the boat, Randifer is sort of pulling himself off of this creature that he's just smashed, and you notice back up on the boat, this stuff's still going down.
Okay. Well, I'd love to use my last of my hold. So I'm gonna charge in. I'm gonna throw myself bodily, horns first, at this one and try to come and rescue Carol. And then once I'm done, once I've done my damage, which I assume is a D11, I'll turn back into my my little halfling form. So
yeah, because this is your last hold, I'm gonna make this a special one for you. It's a D11.
Is it okay?
But you only get a 3, unfortunately, because it was a far charge.
Yeah, I had to run a long way.
Yeah. It's strangely enough, for becoming a giant creature, you still had very small legs. And,
I mean, look at them; they're tiny.
Yeah, you charge across and slam into this concha, and she smacks against the deck of the ship. And these two are now completely not focused on poor Carol, but instead they turn their attention to both Bernie and Rangifer. The one that is being mauled by Big C slithers out under Big C and begins to charge towards Bernie. It's far enough away that it can't get to you in time because it's wounded, but it's coming right at you, Bernie.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the one that is right next to Rangifer lunges out and attacks you. What?
Yeah, bring it on.
Do, Rangifer?
I'm gonna defend. I want to defend Carol. I want to protect her, so I'm okay with the thing attacking me.
Okay.
I want to roll to defend. So I'm gonna protect Carol. I get a +2 on this because this is the singing. So 9, 10, 11. Perfect. So I got
Yay!
11, so I get to hold 3. So basically I put myself in between old Carol there. Don't worry there, dear. I got you. And I get in between the two of them, and I've got 3 hold that I can spend to basically like redirect the attack and like half the damage, that kind of thing. So
Sure.
I don't do anything now, but
yeah.
I'm protecting Carol.
Yeah, she slashes at you, but you sort of block her with your shield. And she bounces back off of it and tries to approach again. All right. It is now Ribro's turn. What's your plan?
Ribros sees his conscious slithering across the boat to Bernie. So she runs up. And how big is the concha compared to Ribros?
It's human. It's human sized.
Human sized?
So it's bigger than you.
Okay. Well, she's going to attempt to run up the back of its tail and kind of like jump on top of it, get it in a stranglehold.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I guess is this a defy danger?
Yeah. I mean, it could be. The danger is that you don't get what you want. You get thrown on the ground or whatever that she gets to hit you. Yeah, because you're not like punching and kicking her. Yep.
Right. Okay.
Defying danger.
All right. So, Jesse, yeah, you gotta just give her a hard bargain, or something bad happens while she gets what she wants, but she's still fundamentally.
Yeah. You can either, I'll give you this. You can either grab her and jump on her and sort of like actually get this attack off, but she gets an attack on you, or your attack just fails.
No, that's fine. She can attack me. She's right now. Ribros is just trying to prevent this Contra from getting to Bernie.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So you grab onto her, and she turns around and swings at you. Like 6 damage, but you've she does 4 damage to you.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Now you're grappling her.
Yeah. Oh, she's grappling. She's grappling. She's like hanging on for dear life. Stop that! Stop that!
Carol, in front of you is the chivalrous, and some might say in your eyes now, vaguely handsome Rangifer.
Well, you know.
Who is defending you from this Concha who's lashing out at him, and you're even though you are smeared with your own blood, you don't feel pain anymore. You feel only like pride in that you have made a friend who cares about you so much. What do you do?
I'm trying to figure out what it is that I can do aside from just bolster Rangifer. In which case I would wait, right? I would wait until you do an attack again.
Yep. Yeah, you can just cheer me on.
Yeah, I would like to prepare to aid Rangifer in the future, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I can try and stab this lady.
I'm a bard.
Yeah. Is that cool, Jesse? Can I fight her with my spear?
Yeah, that's fine. You're next. Right. Actually, you're last. Could you go next, or
it doesn't matter. Like it's up to you. Like whatever seems like the next thing.
It makes sense to do it now. Then, okay. You can attack her with your spear.
All right.
So just hack and slash.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna need your help, Carol. So you roll to aid.
So if I, so I'll give you a D4 with this, yeah. Or
so you're helping me. You're gonna roll aid. Yeah, roll aid or interfere.
Okay.
Okay.
So
all right.
You take a +1.
Yeah. So I get a +1, which means my 6 is not a failure. So she gets to attack me, and I get to attack her. Yes. I deal her 6 damage with my spear.
She does 6 damage to you as well.
Oh boy, that's a sharp claws she's got there. My flesh.
Bitch.
She does 6 damage to you.
Oh
she
dear,
also,
my precious flesh.
Even though she's very badly hurt, she also notices that the real problem here is Carol, and so she focuses on Carol now.
Yeah. That's happening.
There is one more left to deal with on the boat as well, and now it is up to Bernie. Bernie, there's one battling with rump roast battling with rump roast right now.
They're interchangeable. It's fine.
Okay,
it's her brother.
Yeah, I'll drop my bow, grab my short sword from my side, and rush at this thing to just
hack and slash for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the head stab, and I'll get Big C to go for the butt bite. So we'll just try to like
classic.
Yeah, you know the classic. Yeah. Classic. It's a 6, so we both fuck up. We both fail. It's just
yeah. You go to stab and you miss. The concha that's near you, Rib Roast, attacks again. How do you defend?
Well, she left the rest of Don Cherry in that other concha, so she's trying to figure out what else she's got except herself. So she's just gonna throw herself in between Bernie and this concha and just kind of puff out her chest, as in like, hit me. I'm ready. Take it.
Okay.
She's also still very drunk, so drunken dwarf in battle does not for a good party make. So what do I do for this? Just divide danger?
Yeah, well, I think you're just defending. You're defending your friend, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And there we go. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you get one, so you get to do one of those things once.
Okay.
So yeah, you stand there in front of Bernie and
have the attacks effect or damage. I think that is what.
Yeah. So if Bernie takes damage, you can reduce it to half. It's the same thing I'm doing with Carol.
All right. She reaches out with her claws and
nice.
Does no damage. Just doesn't do any damage to any of you. She just glints off the armor. The one that is near Carol and Rangifer lunges at Carol. She is not pleased with Carol singing. She finally realizes the real trouble was that there was someone else singing and it wasn't them. And she lunges at you, Carol.
Okay.
How do you defend?
I wanna dodge it.
Okay.
So would that be defy danger?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I want to just like jump out of the way, I guess.
Defy danger with dex, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you don't. That's okay. I can, however much damage you take, I can cut it in half with one of my hold. But you're gonna take some damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Ah, no, you take no damage. The shield blocks her again, and the two conchas look at each other and then look at you.
What did I tell you, Carol? The best defense is a good defense.
You are just so wise.
The two sweetest words in the English language, defense.
Okay, it is your turn again, Rib Roast. What do you do?
Oh, she's still hanging on to this concha here. Or she was trying. I don't know if she's still strangling her or if she's just kind of like.
You're just in the way of burning.
Yeah, in the way.
Just like body blocking.
Just kind of doing like a crab walk, and everywhere that this concha's trying to strike, she's just like you won't get.
That's exactly it. You're crab walking in front of this concha.
What is around Rib Roast at this point in time? Anything laying on the deck?
Oars, a cannonball. There is a
cannonball, you say.
Elspeth, we were both like, say what?
So, I'm sorry, repeat this. So she bends with her knees and lifts with her knees. Because she's all too happy to have this cannonball right now in her hands. And she tosses it right at this gigantic snake lady.
Sure. Give me a volley.
Sure. I mean, this is basically Rib Roast shot put, so.
Oh
no!
Uh-oh.
I'm a bit out of practice.
I'm gonna do you a solid here, and I'm gonna RD. I'm gonna say 10. Oh my god! Yeah. So you throw this cannonball with a tremendous amount of force, attempting to kill this concha, but both you and she watch as it passes her face and smashes into the deck, breaking through the top deck, breaking through the bottom, and you hear a plunk, and suddenly one of the pirates screams, "We're taking on water!"
But we've already I thought we were docked. Does she have any other moves here, or does she just floundering at this point?
Shame is your only move.
Done. Yeah.
Oh gosh, her face is burning brightly like a tomato from being drunk and from embarrassment that she can neither jump rope or throw cannonballs anymore.
Carol, you see a giant hole appear in the deck of the ship and a huge crash as wood splinters go everywhere. But there's still one Concha to deal with. What do you do?
What? Me?
Yes.
Yes, you, Dodger.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I don't know. I prepare to aid. I kick her in the face. I don't know. No, I'm not going to kick her. My strength is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just like, we can just tag team again. Like, if you back me up, I'll take another swing at her.
I'll aid you.
Okay.
I'll aid you.
All right.
All right.
Let me roll. Let's see how we do here. All right, come here, you grabby lady. Shit, I'm gonna need that help again. Come on.
Oh, I missed. Damn.
I just need +1. Come on, Carol. Come on, Carol. Give me that aid.
Yeah. Bam.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
All right.
All right. So same thing. I deal damage, and so does she.
Mm-hmm.
I deal 4.
She does 3.
Okay,
But you have 1 armor, yes?
I have 2.
2.
Oh, great. Yeah, she only does 1 damage to you,
1.
but you do 4 damage to her, and she falls dead on the deck.
There you go.
Nice.
The last one turns and looks at all of you and realizes that the others in her group have been defeated and begins to scurry off. But you have one last chance, Ernie, to take a shot before she escapes.
All right.
Take off.
Can I do a called shot since she is defenseless and running?
Mm-hmm. Yep. She's just running.
Great. 9.
Nice.
No.
Yeah. You fire off a shot and give me some damage.
Sorry, I was looking at the rest of the text. 2 damage.
That is all you need. You fire off one more shot, and as she tries to jump over the side of the ship, you hit her, and she just falls into the water, dead.
Nice.
Amazing.
Nice.
The 4 of you look around, and that's when you notice that, yes, the 2 pirates that were with you survived. Yes, Big C's there. Yes, Gordy's there. But you don't see Bless. Bless is missing.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, my God. Les is missing.
As you look over the horizon, you see 2 figures in purple cloaks carrying him off. And he's screaming back to you, help me, please! And he's suddenly gone. And that's
we gotta get him back.
That's where we're going to take our break.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 6 minutes, and we'll jump into the second half and finish up this one shot and save Les the Ranger-ish.
Oh.
Yay, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. Or I'll die. I don't know.
Or I'll
we'll
die.
see.
That
we'll
too.
see. We'll try to fix Jesse's camera during the break as well. No promises.
God, I'm going to try. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. We'll be right back. More Christmas with Cox right after this. We'll see you guys then.